Dashboard. Stream manager. Dismiss. Dismiss. Okay. What else we got going on? Still one there. Do we need to do some RTA hits? Yep. Let's go over here. Are we showing up yet? And then we'll start doing stuff. Not quite. Hey, welcome in, TSF. Welcome, welcome. It just takes a minute for us to populate into the Marvel Strike Force category, so I always kind of just wait a little bit. That's kind of like where people usually have like their start screens and things, and I haven't gotten that far. So we're just hanging out. You know, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. You know, everybody kind of likes to wait and, you know, let people kind of come on in and say hi. You know, Marvel Strike Force has kind of got some stuff going on today, so I figured you guys would enjoy hanging out with me. You know, we'll do some Crucible and stuff. Maybe open some Lady Bullseye. See what she's all about. There is a good offer on the web store, by the way, if anyone's interested in that kind of stuff. They put a 2,000 power core up for 30 Ultra cores, so that doesn't stink. We did upgrade a ton of characters with purple form stuff. That brimstone offer yesterday was incredible. I actually didn't. I don't think I even noticed it. I don't always look through the web store unless somebody tells me like there's something like super crazy. Um, I pretty much don't buy like individualized offers other than like new characters and maybe a leaderboard offer here and there, and the battle passes. That's kind of where I stay. That's kind of my lane. Um, unless there's just something super good. 100 each for $20. That's not a bad offer. That's actually a really good offer. That's like better than the battle pass in a lot of ways, right? That's interesting. I wonder if it makes sense to kind of wait for those kind of offers versus the battle pass and just don't buy the battle pass. I mean, the battle pass still has a lot of good stuff in it, right? It's got G20, it's got purple ISO, it's got dark diamonds, um, power cores, things. Yeah. So it just depends on what you need. Like, but there's a lot of things in the battle pass that kind of stink, like teal gear. It's not real useful to me. So like, when it's most of this stuff in here is not useful to me. So like, but like 100 shards is useful to me. So that's interesting. It's cool to see they're putting more value in different forms, right? Which is good. It's nice to see value. Um, Probably today. I always like buying the free I call them the free to play orbs. Where are they called? Where are they? These ones, the Path of Lady Bullseye. That's probably how we'll unlock her today. I don't think we'll open any of these. I did finally. I'm now not Power Core 4 anymore from Blue Marvel, so that helps. I don't know what we're doing those. We're probably using those for Zombie Kestrel because I want to get her as high as I can. I don't think I'm getting 7, but the closer I get into 6, the less I need down the road, right? When she comes back around. We're at 68 right now. I'd like to, get somewhere. We got 4 days left. I'd love to be closer to 100. That would be nice. Hey, Caution, welcome in, welcome in. Um, so we do have some stuff there. I have only bought on the leaderboard. I haven't really bought anything for the Blaster one yet. I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't know how much I want this leaderboard. I don't really want it that bad. Like, Blaster Diamonds are nice and all, but they aren't that exciting. I would like to get a Swordmaster Orb, so I probably want at least 30k more points, but we should get some from doing stuff. More than that, I don't really care, because those Diamond Orbs aren't very good, right? The chances of actually getting a win from them are pretty much zero. Where is his Diamond? And I usually don't have those characters active for a long time, right? Here he is. He's 3% and 10% for anything other than this. 3% and 10% is you lose 90% of the time, right? Roughly. Losing 90% of the time and getting base reward makes me not want to buy it or push for it. So that's kind of where I sit with that. Same thing with hers. I bought one just to have it, but again, you lose 86% of the time. I don't like those kind of odds. So we don't play them, we buy one. And Spider-Man's even worse, right? Spider-Man, it was less than 9% to win. And I've hit this one twice in 32 orbs between all the stuff they've given them away in. These are my least favorite orbs to open ever. 2 and 32 is not good. What is that? What is that odd? That can't be good. A 6%? Not that's not good. Oh, which I guess is right on the money, right? 6%. That's a little bit. So I even have bad odds in that one. I was flat 6. They were 6.5. So yeah, that's not fun. But I'm okay with that. I mean, it is what it is. Like, for me, I don't go for diamonds. I just don't. I let them just come. Like, even these guys, I could have bought them. I had the diamond credits or the antimatter credits to buy them. I consider this overpriced, so I just don't use it on that. I'd rather wait for them to roll around. I think it's a better use of your currency. You know, same thing what happens when we go to this store, right? When diamonds come in here, I'm not willing to spend that currency on this. I'm not even sure what I'm willing to spend this currency on yet. I haven't made it that far. Right now, it's probably the same game plan I have normally, which is Gear Tier 20 only. But right now I have enough currency for the Immortal Weapon team, right? I have enough to upgrade the 3 new characters at 75 apiece. We don't know what the team after that's going to be, so I probably just hoard until then. I don't want any character shards. I don't buy this stuff. I don't buy any of this stuff, right? So it just kind of is what it is. We hoard until we know the next team, and then we buy on the next team. That's kind of been my game plan all along with Gear Tier 20, is as soon as we know what we need, then we start buying. And that way I'm always buying the right pieces, and I still have the trickle effect from like opening orbs and battle passes and things. So I'm still getting some trickle economy, but I'm not getting like a ton. It's enough to upgrade a character every once in a while of things I wish I had, but it's not like what I think I need to have, right? And the need to have versus wish you have are two different things. And so I always want to, I put the need to have on the new team because they generally give us extra rewards, which extra rewards are great. Like, for example, was it the milestone we have today? The Mystic Training. This I consider need to have, right? Because this is just free economy for just upgrading her to Gear Tier 20 and unlocking her, which is just part of the plan. Like, as long as you have those resources, you do it, and then you get extra stuff. Which I do like that they're doing that. It's kind of nice. You know, so that's pretty cool. Let's go. Let me go to the web store real quick while everybody's kind of trickling in, and let me do some shopping. I won't take you guys along for the ride because we're shopping, and we'll open some orbs and things. That should be kind of fun. And then we'll do some Crucible. Because I do think this character is really good, by the way. So they've got her chain offer going on. I usually don't buy these, and they're giving 1 diamond away for free, but you can buy 1 diamond for 20 bucks. But you have to buy the whole thing. I don't like those kind of offers. We got some Blast Star stuff. Are the second chance offers any good? It's a little bit better than 1-to-1 for Ultra Core, which is kind of nice. But I think that's really bad because I think all the offers are over 1-to-1. We need to look, because that might make a decision on how I spend my leaderboard points, on what I usually budget. So we'll do that here in just a second. We'll go look at those leaderboard things. Because it is a Power Core event, I usually value Power Core events lower. Because Power Core events, people have hordes. And I don't like... Yes, I do have Blue Marvel. I unlocked him yesterday at the big size. Where is he? Here he is. I took him to Fortifier because I think he can die on turn 1. I feel like your screen is very crowded, but that could be just my opinion. No, that's a fair take. I appreciate you saying that. Let's take a look at it. So I haven't decided what to do at the bottom, and you just think, so what do you think I should kind of make the gameplay window a little bigger? I liked bringing the chat along. So here was kind of my thought caution. I talk to you guys when I upload my VODs and things. So if somebody goes and watches like my YouTube VOD or anything like that for this, I wanted them to be able to see the conversation that was going on, so they weren't just like confused, because it all goes up, right? Like if you're asking a question and I'm answering it, like it's just better to have both sides of the conversation. I like the Twitch drops because people come in here asking about them, and so they're on the screen. And then I haven't figured out what to do with the little black area yet. I don't know. And I thought it was kind of fun to put like a picture up for like the new character and things. So I was kind of trying to do some stuff, but it might be too big and need some adjustments. And I love hearing that. So I was trying to make it kind of crisp and clean and figure out what to do. But no, I like that. I appreciate that. And it might be Lady Bullseye's just making it feel that way, because she is kind of busy. Like, I picked a pretty busy Lady Bullseye image because I thought it was kind of a cool image. You know, if it was less and I made chat a little smaller, it might feel better, maybe. or I put a black background on chat might help also, or some sort of background, because I did want to do that. I just couldn't figure out how. I got some work to do still. But yeah, we did unlock Blue Marvel. I've already seen people one-shotting him, so I did make him Fortifier, because Fortifier still gives him a lot of damage. It does a lot of things that help Blue Marvel. Like if with Barrier he gains Drain, but he gains Barrier like all the time. Fortifier gives him extra armor. He scales armor, so I kind of went that route with him. He also gets the on-spawn Barrier, which gives him more protection. The defense up doesn't do anything, but clearing vulnerables is great. It does lower his damage. He doesn't put early Raider out or anything like that. So there is some downsides to running him like this, but I want to use the character as a defense character. I do not want him to be an offense character. If he's an offense character, I think he's Raider. But that being said, I want him alive. So I am currently running him as a Fortifier. That's a fair take. There's a lot of negative reviews for him right now, and myself included. I've seen him do some okay things, but nothing that blows me out of the water. I am doing something way different for him than what everybody else is doing, so I'm hoping that's going to kind of change my opinion a little bit. Yes, exactly. I think people are seeing way better results from Purple 5 than they are from Blue Marvel, which feels really bad. 100% agree. Put the chat in the empty space. It might make Bullseye thing less busy as well. Okay, we could try that. Let me see if I can do that. Give me a second. So, see. Let's just hide that for now. Let's move the chat box. We can try this. And what happens if we shrink it but make it wide? Oh, it doesn't shrink like that. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to work on that. Interesting. Can I transform it? Let's make it 2000. What's that do? That makes it long. Let's make it short. So let's try 500. Let's go this direction. 2000. Nope. 1500. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, so it does not transform well. Let's just reset it. It doesn't do good things, so we'll have to play with that a later time. How's that look? And I think I need a backdrop there or something. I think that would help. And I might make this like pretty plain. Like this might just be like YouTube socials and Discord and things like that where people can see some information, but I don't know. I do agree it's a little busy. I didn't like the way the chat box was looking exactly. I may have to just figure it out. Like I may have to drop another backdrop image in there and then put the chat box over the top of it. Do something like that. Something along that line. But I don't know. I was trying to level up the stream a little bit. I got us, I did add sub badge or a sub badge now, so like you can see I have like an icon for the channel. We've done a few things. It's just I may have some work to do. We're working on it one step at a time, and this is not a complete thing. This is just what we're using today. I'll keep trying to make it better, guys. I promise. Let's get the stuff. So we were going to go look at the leaderboard. I wanted to go see what all we got in here. So we got another thing because we got our stuff. What do the offers look like? So this is 1-to-1. A little over 1-to-1, right? No, sorry, this is 10-to-1. I think this is the best offer, but I'm not sure. It usually is. So all of the catch-up offers are kind of bad. This is slightly more, this is slightly more. This is probably not good. This is not good. This is slightly more, slightly more, slightly more. And then core offers are never good. But they did have them. I have not done my CC yet, B4 Razors. So, also, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. We are going to do our CC. I'm probably going to do Lady Bullseye unlock first, and then we're going to do CC, so it'll be a little bit. But you're welcome to hang out. I need to go buy Lady Bullseye. I was looking at offers for her. That's not great. So we get 100 shards for 50. We get 200 shards for $100, or I get my Lady Bullseye Bozo Orbs. We're going buying Bozo Orbs, guys. We want 5, and I haven't had very good luck as of recently, so we're due. I'm buying them right now. Give me a second. Our goal was 5 stars. I guess the only other thing I didn't consider is what they're charging us for the 75 cheapo shard or cheapo offers, right? I didn't look to see what they cost us. But I usually consider these orbs better than that offer. Usually. So let's go take a look at those real quick before we go. This one. So this offer button's here now. They're charging us $25 for 75 shards. That is easily the best straight shard offer because you're getting more than the 50 per dollar spent or per ultra core spent. So that might be how we finish her out if we don't get 5, but we're going to try without it. 5's the goal. You guys feeling lucky? 161. And I am a believer in one at a time, so I apologize. So far, so good. We love seeing her in the orbs, but we'd like to see 3s. Less Iron Fist, more Bullseye. We need hundreds. We need at least 100 to have a chance. Usually. There's 2. I do like opening these individually. It's just more fun. Because they open them all at once. A 20 is a good pull. Nice. We like 20s. It's lagging. 3s are good. We want more lag if it gives us 3s. 2. There's another 3. Alright. Give me something good. 6 is not it. 3s are good though. Still want a 10. Or, sorry, 100. So we're almost... We'll stop at 100 because that'll be 61 orbs open and we'll take a look where we're at. We're doing okay. There's a 3. We like 3s. There's a 2. More 2s. We're not doing bad, honestly. So that's 100 open. We were at 103 shards. That's unlocked. That was 60 orbs. 61 orbs. That's the one freebie plus the 60, which is 30 bucks. Which I believe that was, what, 75 shards, which is right at what it cost us to do the offer if you bought the offer, which means that the offer's pretty good. We're honestly doing really good. This is, I mean, us getting her pretty consistently right now is way better than sometimes I've opened these. The only bad part is we haven't hit 100. And there it is. We did it, guys. That's going to help us have a chance at 5. That's what you need for 5. Still hitting 6s, that's not great. But we're honestly doing good. We might have a chance at 6 with how this has been going. Or being close to 6, which would be crazy. We want another 100. Let's go. Are we lucky? Are we feeling lucky? Lots of 2s. Let's go again. Not 6. Make up for the last couple 6s, please. Aw, you stink. The 20 is not feeling like a 20 anymore. It's feeling like an 8 because we've gotten 6s 3 times in a row after, which is okay. I bought 161 orbs, which is all of the orb offers. That's the 20. It's $75 total, right? Or 750 ultra cores. That's the 10 stack offer and the 5 stack offer. Oh, we're at claim again. Let's do that. Not 6. 8's better than 6. We'll take it. One more 100 drop would absolutely kill this, by the way. But 100 is usually what I'm hoping for out of these. Anything more than that is just good luck. I think 100 is pretty reasonable when you buy all of the offers. There's very few times I don't at least get 100. I think I didn't get 100 on Spider-Man or something like that. 12, we love 12. So we're at 300 shards right now. 20 orbs still to go, which is another big orb. More 3s, we love 3s. Which I believe is already over 5, by the way. I'm pretty sure. Come on, 100. 7 left. You got this. Go away, Iron Fist. We don't like you. Oh, come on. Talked bad about Iron Fist, get him twice in a row. Over 20. Let's go. Aww. 327 shards. I would say that's pretty average luck, maybe slightly better. It's like the only way I ever unlock characters. I just think it's fun too. So that got me 5. I sometimes, if I lose, I have to open 1 or 2 core orbs to get there. That's like if I super lose, but to unlock it, you need, like, for this to feel like better value than like buying the offers, I think you have to hit 100 drop, but you get 100. What I say, 161 orbs to do it in. I don't think it's too bad. And we're gonna max her because that's the plan. What does she use? Core weave? Or the... Oh, that's not it. Oh, it's just out of place. It's fine. Is this her piece? There it is. The ballistic weave. We got plenty of it. She's 75 mystic. Ah, okay. The 235 shard offer, then core to 5. which that was what, $100. So mine was no cores and $75, so it's slightly cheaper. But there are times where I miss. It's not always there. But because she has the $25 or 75 shard offer, I felt pretty confident. Like, the worst case is I spend the extra $25 and I get the other 75 shards. Like, it's not usually that I'm off that much. Or you core, like you said. I think she's Raider. True. You do need, but you can burn cores by just getting extra leaderboard points. That is an option. You can come in here and do this instead, if you have that, and it's actually better value as far as like leaderboard points goes, because you're doubling down. It's this offer. Well, either one, honestly. This one gives you extra leaderboard points because both of these items give you points, and this gives you points. So you double down on your cores, which is kind of nice if you're doing leaderboard points. So that part's kind of nice. It just means you get higher for less. Has value, but not great value, you know? Yeah, that's fair. I need to level her abilities. I think we're making her a Raider. Someone on the Iron Fist team gives her crit, right? Gives them all crit, I think. I think she's a better Raider outside of her team, but she may not be a Raider on her team, is what I kind of remember. Lowers armor, no crit. No crits. Right? I didn't look at the first line. No. They stop crit against them, right? I believe is what they do. But I was looking to see, do they give each other crits? Oh, she gives them crit. She gains crit chance for herself and for each immortal weapon ally or thunderbolts ally. So she doesn't get crit for herself, she just gets crit for everybody else around her. Which, I think there's a world where you don't put, for each, she gains crit. I do need channel point stuff. I haven't made it that far yet. And we can start doing some of that kind of stuff and figure out what we want to do. I'm all ears from hearing some suggestions if you guys have any. We can totally do some stuff like that. I was looking at it yesterday. I also want to get sub badges for you guys and emotes. I've got some stuff to work on. Sound alerts, brother. Walking Hate wants sound alerts. We could do some of that stuff. 10 for free. So we could start doing some of that kind of fun stuff for you guys. You know, I was thinking like a GG button and overcooking and some like stuff like that might be kind of fun, because I do some stupid shit in Crucible, and I thought that'd be kind of fun to, let you guys have some buttons to push. I think she has to crit to do all this stuff, right? This does nothing. She applies one random negative effect to primary and secondary, but if it crits, she does all kinds of stuff. She's got to be a Raider. Like, there's no way you don't make this girl a Raider. What's her basic? Her basic stinks. Offense down. Right? Well, that actually really does stink. We're gonna push the button anyways, I don't care. I'll figure out that problem later. Yeah, this girl's a Raider for sure. There's no world where she's not a Raider. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, we could do some of that kind of stuff and make some stuff happen. Also, welcome in, Walking Hate. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that sounds super easy. We like stuff that connects to Twitch. I'm making her purple 4 because I'm committed to her being a raider, and I also think this team is going to be better with more stats. And we also have Blue Marvel already unlocked, so purple 4 is kind of going to be the baseline, I think, for characters going forward. I think we're going to be in a position where we can, as long as you have Blue Marvel like going already, because it seems like we get a lot more purple 4 than we are everything else. Purple 5 is for special characters. We haven't decided that she's a purple 5 character yet, and we're not going to. Her ult is her best ability, but actually, I'm not going to say that. Her special and her ult are very good abilities. Upgrade them all. So this character, she offense ups herself on her turn, and then she does damage, so she's technically like a 700% damage character, which is crazy. She clears charged on primary, which is also a good effect. And then if she crits, she does all this, right? And it's extra focus, can't be dodged, can't be blocked. Like, this character is kind of bonkers. This is a good ability. This is less good of ability, but still very good, right? This could be her first or her second. It flips all positive effects and the negatives, plus applies offense down. On crit, prolongs all negative effects by 1 up to 3. Very good. Which means she can extend trauma, by the way, if she plays with trauma characters. Like, kinda nuts. Also, percent damage. If she has her friends, she reduces crit damage, which we don't have yet. Enemies can have their speed increase except by positive effects, which is the APOC effect. You don't stream much anymore. When I did, you always wanted to get affiliated just so I could unlock abilities and have channel points when I streamed. So, the nice thing is, like, at least with the Marvel Strike Force community, like, we're all pretty involved in each other, so, like, it wasn't that hard to get affiliated because, like, everybody just kind of hung out and came and said hi and things and stuff like that, you know. And we always make sure we raid each other and things, so that part kind of helped. But you're right, when you're in other categories and things, it's difficult. I've tried streaming other games just for funsies, because I was going to play the game anyways, right? And just to see what happens. I don't know if I'm taking these two up the purple 4 yet. Not till we start using the team and find out. Probably not this guy, maybe this guy. But I think this character is just going to be good no matter what. She's just a great character. 10 million health. She's a little lower on the armor side, but I think she'll be okay. And let's go get our diamond orbs that we're not going to open. I think we have to go use her. So let's go throw her with some thunderbolts. It just takes a minute. I mean, you engage with people, interact, and you know, I go interact with a lot of the streamers anyways, and have conversations and talk in Crucible and stuff, because we just kind of like doing all that stuff because we all love Crucible. So it is what it is. Oh, not war. I need Blitz. You know, like I went and said hi to J-Ro and them before we turned on the stream and whatnot. Yeah, there is a lot of MSF streamers. Thunderbolts. So the one thing that somebody pointed out to me yesterday is she's technically Thunderbolts. So technically now, if you're an up-and-coming player, you don't need Ghost, which is awesome because I'm pretty certain Ghost was a 4-piece gear tier 20, by the way. And Ghost is also kind of like the weakest link on the team. So we kind of gained a character slot there, which is super cool. Which it doesn't bother me because I already leveled her up and geared her, but for people that, you know, haven't made it that far, it's kind of nice. They're just going to die anyway, so it's not even worth showing anything. Also, it gives me 4 G20 Thunderbolts, and I could equip this guy if I wanted to, which is also kind of a big deal because now Thunderbolts are a lot more tanky with her. You know, they're now no longer getting insta-killed. We open regular Diamond Orbs. We do not open Master Diamond Orbs. That's where I'm at right now. We hoard Master Diamond Orbs on this channel because we believe that because of the Diamond Orb change, like the stuff that we got going on in the Antimatter store, where they hold these characters for significantly longer, we want to, when we end up in a position, because I've really built these two teams, right? So that, and they're the two diamonds that we can't really farm. I'm purposely waiting until I get to teams that I don't have like tons of diamonds on, such as Insidious 6, Hellfire. What else is there? As maybe this Iron Fist team if I get unlucky. I'm kind of waiting for those moments so that hopefully we can pull some out of those because they have the newest character, and Lady Bullseye's in here somewhere. I always have to find her, but she's in here. There's Mummy. I don't have a maxed Mummy. There's Lady Bullseye. Damon's in here technically. So I'm purposely sitting for there to be more characters available in here so that I have more chances to win. Yeah, you don't need it, right? See, we pulled a 3 in here, but most of these characters are duds. They're all old characters, and sometimes I get a win in here from just an old character, which is fine. Like, your chances in this orb are really low. So I always open those ones. And they don't have the new characters in it, they have the old characters. So I kind of intentionally do that. Which I'm probably getting close to that point where I want to open some of those Master Diamond Orbs. I just don't know when yet. Because technically all of the Brimstone team has diamonds I could collect. I think all of the Hellfire team has diamonds I can collect right now. And all of the Insidious team. No, not all of the Insidious team. Some of the Insidious team. I think I have 2s on most of them. I'd like it to be a team where I have 1s because the chances of you hitting 2s is better than 3s. But, kind of is what it is. Get this part done. I have not looked at Discord today, so no, but we can look. What'd you send me? I haven't done much with Discord. I need to work on that too. Oh, I did. Oh, were you talking about where you beat your node? Congratulations. I think I did see that. Oh, you got Professor. Congratulations. That's awesome. One step closer. I think we're done with everything, so we're on the Crucible. I'm against Darth Vader today. We're against Star Wars guys. I have Kylo, Ben, and Darth Vader in my Crucible this week. So, and Jon Snow. We got all kinds of popular people in here. So, Darth Vader, I do not believe is logged in yet. When I looked. Oh, he has logged in. He is logged in just now. So we may be in luck. We may get to see defense. I can hope. I can't promise it because he's got a lot more work to figure out than I do. Here's his defense versus mine. I want to one-shot. I just don't know if I can. So we'll see. I would like to one-shot this. I just don't know if I can get it done. I have a lot on defense and not a lot of offense, but his defense and offense aren't super crazy, which is good for me. But that means he's also got some offense. You would like to see me one-shot that. I appreciate that. I don't know. What comes to my head is I want to use Damon on him, right? However, I don't know. Thank you for the follow, Crazy Mikai. And also welcome in. I would like to one-shot it. It's kind of what is coming to my mind is use Damon, right? Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed seeing us unlock Lady Bullseye. I don't know if we're using her today, but we'll give her some thought. So Black Knight is 3 diamond, 4 to fire, 1206. I think that's the same size as mine. What kind of health does that have? Let's take a look at it. And he's also got like a rebound mechanic at some point, doesn't he? Yeah, something along that line is kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe not even Widow. You may not even need Widow. I don't know where Black Knight. All my characters are no longer in their normal spots, so because we purpled forward like half our roster. So same size. He's got 993. That's Daemon one-shot territory. He does have defense up. He does have barrier. So he's going to have some HP. He's probably right on the edge of what Daemon can one-shot, if I'm being honest. But the offense up might be enough to make that happen. If we try to murder him. Yeah, I think we have to bring an extra damage character for sure. Like APOC. Which I don't think I put APOC on defense. I don't think. By the way, here's my defense. I'm pretty stacked. I'm also doing weird things. Specifically my Blue Marvel room. So I have APOC available. We can also use Iron Patriot if we want to for an extra stack. But we may want him for this. But I'm not too scared of this. We can probably do this without Iron Patriot. Especially with Blue Marvel's stuff available. We also need to make sure that our purple 5 Daemon does not get darkness, because that would be bad. We need to make sure that somebody can be higher than him, which is going to take a little planning if we go that route. Also, Heartless, I think Daemon and Heartless can technically one-shot people at purple 5, so that could be ugly. That we may not like that result. He's at 1064. What's Heartless at? Okay, so Heartless Raider has enough by himself. So Heartless should be able to take the darkness. No one likes my Hellverine off his team. Everybody's haters. So I, being who I am, told them I don't care. I'm doing it anyways. So I'll tell you what we're doing with this team. I've explained it to a few people already, but this Blue Marvel has some mechanics in his kit. Yeah, are people not entertained? So Blue Marvel has some functions in his kit that are kind of say I'm an anti-speed stop character. That is a crazy concept to say, right? So anti-speed stop character doesn't exist in this game. There's no character that does that. But Blue Marvel has multiple callouts in his kit to kind of act like that. So let's go look at Blue Marvel's kit, and then we'll kind of explain it. On spawn, he gains defense up barrier. He's pretty durable, right? Other than when he plays with Xavier and he just gets one shot because people bring things like Daemon in. If this character's on defense, an enemy has charged, fill speed bar by 50%. But again, we just said anti-speed stop character, right? So that shouldn't work. Except it does. It stops Cabal, right? Because who has charged on the Cabal team? It's Leader. Leader has charged. What does the Cabal team not stop? On spawn speed bar. So, guess what? Blue Marvel gains 50% speed bar versus Cabal. Cabal's not that common of a team, but it can be. Like, people will pull it out if they need it, right? So there's team number one we're kind of stopping. But it's not a complete stop, right? Because 50% speed bars is not make Blue Marvel faster than Kang. Because Blue Marvel is 132 with 50%. That's Kang's 130 with speed up, right? But he also gets 5%, so he's 55%. So Kang still goes first. That's where Howard the Duck came in. Howard the Duck stops on spawn speed bar. So Kang no longer gets his 5%, and now Blue Marvel's faster than Kang. So then Blue Marvel gets to do this to everybody. Steals safeguard immunity, puts defense down, disrupt trauma. They no longer get speed up. Even if Kang goes second and doesn't instantly die to Blue Marvel, Kang's not giving them speed up, which is why we're calling this an anti-speed stop team, right? Now let's go to team number 2, Immortal, Immortal X-Men. Again, 5% speed bar on spawn into 131 Storm. Howard the Duck is stopping the on-spawn speed bar, right? Again, this character gets rid of Safeguard immunity, puts defense down out there, puts Disrupt Trauma, and flips Charged. Immortal X-Men has Disrupt and immunity, Safeguard immunity, and then they do not like having Disrupt on them, right? That goes really poorly. They no longer get speed up, and that team is really slow without speed up. So what ends up happening is Immortal X-Men stand there and just gotta die. Which means if they try to stop your speed bar mechanics, they are getting blue marbled. You just unlocked Thunderstruck and Lady Bullseye. Do they do anything? I think Lady Bullseye does a lot kill shot. I don't know where she goes yet, but I think she's a really good character. Also, I didn't think we could get Thunderstrike today. I didn't even know that was an unlocked character, so we are going to unlock Thunderstrike too. Do I have stuff to unlock her? How do you have Thunderstrike? What'd I do wrong? Oh, I have to raid with her. I can't raid with her for hours. Crap. My raid's late. Oh, can I do it in Crucible? Oh, they're both done. Never mind. My raid's not for another 2 hours. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know on Thunderstrike Killshot. I haven't gotten into his kit enough to figure him out. That's gonna take a little effort for me. I know he's a good character, I just don't know what all he does. Helverine, my thought behind him was he's slow. He's slow and durable. Because team number 3 that we were thinking about is Starjammers. And the reason is because of Mummy, right? Starjammers get stuck on Mummy. Then what happens is then Howard the Duck has to hit in the Mummy / Howard the Duck. The only person that gets to like do damage to Blue Marvel and friends is Lilander, right? She gets to do stuff, but however, Starjammers tends to put out some extra debuffs that Blue Marvel just dispels and heals himself and kind of that kind of stuff. So I also think Starjammers is banned. But I wanted a character that was slow enough that played around like Blue Marvel's turns and potentially Super Skrull's turns if they tried to take something like that in there. Because I didn't think Blue Marvel could solo Starjammers. I thought Blue Marvel needed a friend. And so that's kind of where Helverine came in. And Helverine was like one of the more durable characters I could come up with that could play with him. Because Helverine's like 600k armor or something like that. 586, and he's still pretty decent health and damage. And his ability's still pretty good by himself. And I kind of wanted to, I really wanted to put Odin back with Accursed. I know it loses to Accursed. I'm aware of that. And it's fine. Because I also think this room wants Accursed. I also think these 2 rooms want Accursed. So I think I'm kind of forcing this Accursed like battle plan with people. And I think that's kind of what's interesting about my rooms right now. Is because we're kind of targeting Accursed into multiple rooms and none of it feels like super great. We'll see what everybody does and how they kind of play into it. But I think if you don't, I think your options in this room are kind of limited, which I think is good. I do think there's some other options available, but again, when you start talking about like Accursed on defense, you know, if you start thinking about Captain Britain and things like that, you know, usually your Captain Britain wants to come play over here or your Accursed wants to come play over here. So I'm interested to see how people interact and change it. And I don't know if Captain Britain instantly gets murdered by Blue Marvel. I was kind of curious on that. Or some of my thought processes. So, and I'm very interested to see how somebody beats this room and what they do. Hey, old timey, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for coming over, guys, and saying hi. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, I think I really hope that Starjammers can't beat it, and they might if they're durable. I don't know if they out durable it and just still win, but I think they kind of run out of damage. Is what I thought, and that's kind of what I liked about it. Because it's creating the situation where Blue Marvel's like protecting Super Skrull from most of the speed stop teams. which I thought was kind of cool. And it opened up, like Shadow King a spot to play, which I thought was kind of also good. I also could see putting like Shadow King here and putting a another person with Shadow King. Like you could probably put Ancient One there. She's probably okay too, because it would also give you another like host for Shadow King, and she's still kind of just she's durable enough. She's not bad. I could very well see doing that route, and it was mostly because I wanted to put Odin on in 6. I could very well see going back to a cursed full in 6 and putting like Ancient One there. The other character that I considered for that spot is I thought Taskmaster might have been interesting. He's slow enough that he kind of gets to play around where I want Blue Marvel. Like I want it to be Blue Marvel's like second turn, roughly. And I think he kind of fits that bill. He's kind of durable. He's also got the extra block chance. Again, pretty high armor, decent health. Was kind of the thought process there. I was looking for someone that had like a pretty good turn ability that could fit that bill, and I thought Helverine fit it the best out of everybody I looked at. Also, Helverine plays into the Super Scroll mechanic if they try to not take a speed stop team in there and deal with it. So I thought that was also kind of nice. There wasn't many other characters to consider. I also could see Lady Bullseye playing in there. I think she's good, but I think you'd need a big one, and I don't have a big one yet. Where is she? Lady Bullseye. I think she's like 1100. She's got a really good ultimate with the offense up and slow offense down, defense down mechanics. All very good, but a lot of it's kind of overlap with Blue Marvel. But Blue Marvel, she also has the out-of-turn ping, which is really nice. And she has the immunity. She might be the best candidate for it. But she's small. I think you need a big one. For the idea of dealing with Starjammers. When you start talking Starjammers, that's when the team the room really has to elevate versus like the old stat teams. So we decided Strange has more damage. We also decided we think we want a Daemon. So we're thinking Daemon and Strange. I think because of what this room is and what all it does and the barrier and stuff, we need elevate characters, so we probably need APOC. And I do think Yo-Yo's the right choice. Some extra damage from her is great. I think that's good. The last character is kind of up in the air. I was kind of thinking Iron Patriot, but it does take away from Blastar. The question is, do I need Iron Patriot? We don't need Guardian because we already get offense set from Xavier. Iron Patriot also might just die because these two hit way too hard. He hits way too hard. He might just kill our friend. Actually, he might kill our friend too, because both these characters do stuff, right? They both take a hit, or get to do a hit. Do we consider Dorm? No, I believe that's a war-only mechanic. I believe. Darflin Jax 309, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, I apologize. I am not very good at the name parts, so I apologize. I'm gonna do that in advance. Iron Patriot very much could be murdered. Also, he powers this guy up even more. That ain't good, but actually, so I don't know. I don't know about Iron Patriot. I'm leaning towards Dorm, but I just don't know if we got enough damage. Ideally, we are one-shotting Black Knight, right? That's who we want to die. And then we double tap. Is what I'm leaning on. And this time we're not clicking the fight button like we did last time to throw. If we do that. Black Bolt for pings. That's an option, but I think Black Bolt's too small. I think my Black Bolt's not even 1 of 5. And Black Bolt's kind of a dead character. I also have to decide what I'm doing with this crap. I have no idea what I'm doing to Brimstone. So Brimstone with speed stat. Do I have a speed stat character to deal with them? F4? I don't have Yo-Yo. Do I have to use Black Widow? Black Widow F4? That ain't good. I don't feel good. And then we got a problem here if we do stuff like that. My Daemon is 2 diamond. I'm slightly small. I think 2 diamond can get it done, especially being purple 5. Purple 5 added a lot of damage to Daemon, right? This is speed up shenanigans. I'm pretty certain Insidious can deal with this, the full team. Insidious just goes to town, even though Britain's there and stops their speed bar, because they have the immunity. I'm pretty certain that's fine. Because they put the slot, they don't get the speed up because of villains, because of Shuri. But I'm pretty certain Insidious just goes to town because of that, and it doesn't matter. Zombie friends. Zombie friends might be immortal. Because we're not throwing immortal at this, I don't think, because this looks ugly. Unless we're putting immortal in here, we might be putting mortal in here. And we might be trying to speed up Blastar this through Super Scroll, which I hate, by the way. I absolutely hate that matchup. Because there's a chance I just lose. What if we speed up over here? Speed up Blastar and then take F4 into this. Yeah, IMX loses in 4. So we're not doing that. There is no Super Scroll, which is kind of nice. So I think it's not IMX loses in 4. I heard if you don't lose, you win. That's a good take, Diamond Dave. Welcome in, by the way. I don't have a Blue Marvel to kill, which kind of stinks. I was hoping I'd get to see one. But I think we're going to one-shot here. I think we're Insidious this. I think IMX can do this room, by the way. Because there's no null. I think we IMX this. You come in, you stun Gore, you just charge up Storm and AoE. Why does that not work? These two are stupid slow. He's stupid slow. I think that's fine. We just have to make sure Storm kills. I'm also out my G20 cable because he's on defense. So, if it goes wrong, I'm going to blame me not leveling up characters. And Vigi, I don't want to Vigi that. APOC usually ults against you. He might. I have Rachel, so we're gonna do some rewindy things. APOC can be rewound. I think it'll be fine. I think that's the plan. We're gonna make Storm kill people. We might go put some purple 4 on some people before that, because we want to make sure things live. And I haven't really done any purple 4 on any of my offense characters, so I'm certain that none of them have it yet. Undying deserves... Yeah, that's fair. Mine isn't the biggest. Like, I don't have a huge Immortal team. It's one of the teams I've kind of skimped on. Not that I'm saying that you should, because the Immortal team is very good. Like, I didn't do Polaris, I didn't do Beast. I have the 3 new ones, but my Rachel's still not Diamond yet, because we don't farm shards. So, it's one of my smaller teams. So, it's all one of my riskier teams every time I take it. So, taking Immortal into risky matchups was never fun. But I think that's where it's going. We're going to Immortal here. Immortal definitely beats this. I just don't think that's the right play. Damon beats this, but we're gonna Damon better things. Oh, we have a Kohori too. I completely forgot we didn't put her on defense. That's weird. Oh, we have an Old Man Logan also. This is probably Old Man Logan and Friends. Why isn't that Old Man Logan and Friends? I guess Old Man Logan and Friends could play here with Blastar. What goes here then? Could Thunderbolts do this? That'd be kind of fun. Are we feeling Thunderbolts? I feel like that's kind of fun. Why doesn't Thunderbolts work with Lady Bullseye? Puts offense down out there. Everyone on that team is slower than dirt except for Kestrel, which doesn't do a whole lot. They do rewind, but we also get speed bar when we take damage. I feel like Thunderbolts should work. Does Thunderbolts get stuck on Greg's? I guess is my question. I don't think they do. Songbird's gonna AoE. That's gonna get rid of the taunts on the Gregs. At that point, it's Lady Bullseye's turn, who gets the special in target 3, which we just go after Hela and make her dead as soon as possible. And go to town. Well, maybe we have to deal with Jug. Jug might be scary. That is a 3-diamond Jug. And Jug will delete people. But we should... Who goes first on their team? Kestrel. And she is a single target alt. That's kind of annoying. Who goes second? Is Witch, isn't it? I think it's Witch. And Witch is an AoE. So I guess they don't get set off very easy. It's her special. It's a primary target, but oh, it attacks all. Nope, we're fine. So Witch sets it off. And then we're probably more than fine at 115. And that's slower than most of my team. So my team's still going to take turns anyways. And for the most part, we shouldn't be killing Greg's because Hela was G20. Like, Songbird probably doesn't kill Greg's by herself. I don't think. And we get to use new Bullseye. New Bullseye sounds fun. I like fun. So, new Lady Bullseye Thunderbolts. Immortal this. Blastar this. Fantastic Four plus, I gotta somehow deal with the Daemon, which is a little awkward. Technically, Nightcrawler could deal with Daemon, or Black Cat. Black Cat Nightcrawler. Black Cat to steal the revive once so he's not taunted. Right? Nightcrawler to come in and stun Daemon. I'm pretty certain that's how that works. Where do you want me to use Emma OG and Weaver? I don't think I need Thunderstrike. What am I using Thunderstrike for? Thunderstrike's, from what I understand, and don't quote me, I haven't read his kit completely. I've only watched the initial video of it. Is Thunderstrike's job is for a Cursed and Jammers, things like that. And he's got neither Cursed or Jammers on defense. And I'm not even certain he could be fun. I'm not even certain that he's usable at 3 with no awakens, because his awakens were very good. Most of his mechanics were like retaliate mechanics, and at 3-star, that's not gonna function very well. I know he had some blind mechanics and things going on, but if our plan is Blastar Fred, do we need friends for Blastar to blast off Fred? That's kind of my question. I think the answer is I don't need him, right? Because I can just blast off Fred anyways with the characters we already have. Now, is that less fun? Yeah, it is. But we'll have him tomorrow. and I don't think it changes my outcomes. Cathamus 007, 007, welcome in. We got James Bond in here. Oh. Well, shall we get the fun part out of the way? So do we want Blastar, I guess is my question. 1 diamond. All these other characters do nothing for the most part. He does gain speed stats, or he's going to gain speed bar from having the pre-taunt. So that's kind of nice for him, which makes me kind of want Iron Patriot over here a little bit more. I think we're going to try to kill over here without Iron Patriot. I think is what we're going to try to do. So who are we getting instead of him? Who helps? Quasar might get a turn if things live, which does kind of help. Guardian's not needed because we get offense up from Xavier. Technically OGM is active in this rip, by the way. He didn't bring anything to stop that. Does that help me? Goes first, goes first. If things live, these guys take turns. Do we just bring OG Emma for safety? It feels awkward. Tanks don't do anything. Speed bar doesn't do anything. OG Emma will give us 10%, which 10% on APOC is going to put APOC going before Xavier. 10% also will probably put Strange going before Xavier. I think we bring OG Emma. She's also durable if she wants to get punched by these guys, which means she probably doesn't die. I think that's a benefit. I think it just makes me feel safer. I mean, I could use OG Emma here, but I think we're going to use speed up characters. Oh, but we just said we were using our speed up characters here. So who do I have here? I have Kahori, I have Old Man Logan. I need 1 speed up character, which could be big time. And Patriot? Okay, we're fine. We got plenty. Okay. We're sending it, guys. Ready for the one shot? Because every time I do this, it doesn't go in my way. Are you feeling lucky? We're gonna target Xavier for sure. So we want to make sure at least hit him some. Actually, we have to target Black Knight because he's gonna have taunt. Leave my guy alone. Here we go. Get in there. Oh, he's dead easy. Alright, we killed everyone but Xavier. Special. My Strange got stunned. Oh, but my Strange gets a turn anyway. Special. Alright, we win. Good enough. Three turns instead of 1. I'll take it. We said we're gonna Insidious this. Make sure we bring Vulture, because I've done that before. We are gonna bring Shocker, we're gonna bring Green Goblin, actually. Green Goblin, classic. Because we need the 2 superior members, and we need Vulture. Everyone has immunity except him. Or no, he has 1 stack immunity. These guys get 2. Can't flip ISOs unless we want to level people, which we don't. He's purple 3, but I don't think it matters. We're going to leave him purple 3 for now. I'm not that eager to purple 5 or purple 4 my entire roster. And Green Goblin doesn't play on defense like ever. And the reason this works is because of the immunity. We steal their stuff. They still take turns. It is what it is. We want to come in here and deal with Hank, because Hank is the one that gives them all their stuff. We're all in on making Hank and Shuri dead. Let's go ahead and rewind everybody and flip. They're now smeared and stuff. Can you leave Green Goblin alone, you freaking jerks? Not nice. And we'll just bleed all these people. Get him, Scorpion. I believe in you. Nice. And Striker Spider-Man, get it done. Probably too much health, but we're trying. Does this do more damage? I think this supposed to do more damage, right? Is this below 50%? Get out of here. Okay. Off to a good start so far. What's next? It's Thanos and friends? Are we purple 4ing Hyperion? Or, sorry, G20 Hyperion? Also, where am I at on mutant gear? I have enough to do some characters. I have enough to do them both. Am I gonna regret doing them both? I would like to do North Star, but he's kind of falling out of the arena or the war meta slightly. He's kind of on his downward trend quite a bit these days. There's not really a whole lot of characters left that I want to purple for. X-23 is a character I love, but she's kind of useless. That we know of. We don't know the next team. Yeah. I might... Is he 4? Oh, he's 4. Oh, that's rude. Alright, we're not doing Beast. He can stay G19. Purple 4 Polaris. I also haven't leveled her abilities. Look at me. I suck. I hate Polaris and Beast. They have not been my friends. Let's do this. Let's do some Immortal upgrading on the characters I like from Immortal, and then we'll go from there. We like Jean. Jean is a great character. I also haven't done the Mighty team yet, but I don't know if Mighty's actually going to play with their character. We need some purple stuff. This is the other thing that makes me kind of concerned about purple 4ing too many characters, is we're not really getting this material. So I'm being a little cautious there, because I do not plan to buy it. As I almost buy it, clicking buttons. Storm with more stats is great. Cable I already did it on. Polaris will do it. Beast can stay purple 3, I don't like him. More controller. And it looks like we're not getting Sentry till probably December. If we're getting him this week, which makes sense. So it's going to be probably at least till after Thanksgiving, by the looks of it. It's rare I even push this button. I'm going to keep my purple. Oh, we'll do her. She's good. This is a good character. This is a very good character. Like, she's probably a contender for purple 5. She's that good. She is not going anywhere in the war meta anytime soon. She is an incredible Crucible character. She is an incredible plug-and-play character. Like, this character probably legitimately deserves it. I'm just going to hold off. She could be Scrim, she could be Raider, she could be Striker. Like, they're all fair. But we're going to make a Raider because it seems the most generic. Rachel's great. I think upgrading one character is fine. I like to be like my usual like goal for Gear Tier 20 is to be right around the 150 mark. So taking one character away seems fair. I'm okay with that. We'll go look at Bio too and see what we're thinking about that. And I guess we'll do this. I'll feel better, I guess, about that. Let's go look at Bio. I think Bio is like super empty on characters. We did just do Blue Marvel, which costs us some Bio gear. I think this character is the character that probably falls off of the Mighty Avenger team. This character's dead. And the rest of these characters are old meta. And out of the old meta, like the only two I even consider like wanting is like Red Hulk and Void Knight, but they're again falling out of the meta incredibly hard. Again, same conversation. I'm at right around 150s where I like to be, but I think I'm going to hit the button on him just because we are using the Thunderbolts team. J-Ro, welcome in, guys. We are unlocking Lady Bullseye, doing some Crucible hits, you know, having all that jazz. I think this is a fine Gear Tier 20 because now that gives us the entire Thunderbolts team with the new Lady Deathstrike, or Lady Bullseye, available. I do not think they're a candidate for Purple 4, though, other than Lady Bullseye and Songbird. Thunderbolts. I do think they're a candidate. Who is Thunderstrike Mystic? What is he? He's got to be Mystic, right? Which means I need Mystic gear. Oh, he is. I don't even have extra Mystic gear. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, we need to start buying some Mystic gear. And I guess we'll start buying some Bio gear to restock. Let's do Songbird, because Songbird's a phenomenal character. Songbird ain't going anywhere anytime soon. She's still one of a kind. She's going to play better with Lady Bullseye. I don't see why we don't do her. Also, we're going to get more Purple 4 after this leaderboard. We'll also get some Purple 5, which is going to play into that a little bit, but we are on the Horde Purple 5 plan right now until we decide there's better characters that need it. But we're not there yet. Okay. Oh, and somehow we completed this. Okay. We like free stuff. Let's immortal this. I think we're happy now with this plan. So let's get our immortal team out. Minus Beast because we can't upgrade him. Let's make our positioning not suck. And let's just resave it so I stop having to do that every day. And let's go. I think this should be fine because I think Storm's going to make people dead. If not, it's bad planning and it's my fault, but we'll go with it. We at least upgraded our characters, can't blame that. Stun Gore, because Gore's scary. Don't kill Gore early. We got no Raider hits, right? Because this team. It is what it is. We can spread over here, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now all those guys are stunned. We might kill Super Skrull here, which is not lovely, but we're gonna hit the... Actually, we might just basic. I really just want to stack. This doesn't do anything but put heal block out there, which we already have going. It's just gonna hit Thanos and things. Like, I don't want to hit Thanos. Again, more basic. Get in there, Storm. Make people dead. Good enough. Thanos is alive, but we'll deal with that problem. Now Beast can heal people up. Okay, or Beast can just not kill things because Beast sucks. Freaking Beast. He's just upset I didn't upgrade him. He's like, I'm gonna take an extra turn. Screw you. Oh. Alright, well I got that done. Let's do some Thunderbolts, guys. I hear that's a good team. New Thunderbolts. Let's go. Lady Bullseye, Thunderbolts. You go in the middle so you get hits. I guess Songbird's now in the middle because we no longer have her to retaliate. Songbird's just kind of a durable character. She's gonna go on the end. She goes on the end. 3 Raiders, 2 Strikers. She's gonna have tons of crit. We should. Rip Ghost. Yeah, Ghost is dead. If you're a new player, you don't build Ghost. You skip that character because Lady Bullseye can now overlap in the raid because of the tag. Songbird hits her button, makes all these taunts go away. Might kill some people, but that's okay. We lost speed bar, but we'll get it right back because she's going to take her turn. Oh, it makes him go first. Interesting. It's alright, we tanked it like a champ. We didn't even lose our stacks. This seems fine. This is primary adjacent flips. This is offense up. I guess flips better. Get rid of the taunt. Let's flip. Did it not flip anything? Jug's like, screw you, I'm too tanky? Interesting. I might have made a mistake. Alright, now we can get the Hela. No, there's a Greg taunt again. I'm thinking we made a mistake. Hit stuff. I'm thinking we definitely made a mistake. Leave my Lady Bullseye alone. Oh no. We made a mistake. We definitely threw here. So we didn't get off the taunt like I was hoping we would. We killed the Gregs like I wasn't hoping we would. Everything we did was terrible. Thunderbolts stink. Oh, no. Alright, we'll come back to that plan. We're gonna blast off. Blast Star. Do we want a purple 4 Blast Star? Why not? Purple 4 Blast Star is gonna be less likely the Blast Star doesn't kill Fred, which we have had happen. Less now, but we have had it happen. He's in here somewhere. There he was. I do like Striker on Blast Star. screwed up. I can't believe I did that. I talked myself into Thunderbolts working, and it was a bad plan. It's alright. Surely we get one win. I believe in us getting one win. Not that room. We're taking this guy. We're taking Kahori. We're taking Old Man Logan. We're taking Blastar. We're taking Iron Patriot. This will be 1, 2, 3. He's probably 4. So we didn't use Thunderbolts with Lady Bullseye got their butt kicked. Why would Lady Bullseye replace Polaris on IXM? That's an interesting thought, though. Because doesn't Storm offense down? No, she slows. She does an offense down, right? I don't think you put her on that team. I think I put her on Thunderbolts, and Thunderbolts she played like crap. Well, I think I took a bad team into a bad matchup. Is what I think happened. I'm not gonna blame Lady Bullseye. She didn't flip Jug, which I thought was interesting. Which Jug has a ton of resist, so maybe I was over hoping that my 5 red Lady Bullseye could flip with no extra stats. Jug took it like a champ, which he does. And then what happened is that I rewound myself enough that I just kind of lost and got my butt kicked. So mistakes were made. I think it's my fault. Let's put him over here. Actually, yeah, this is fine. I want you over here. I want you over here because you're my squishy characters. We'll put these two in the middle. Kahori can be a raider. You're Scrim because you're 5. Everybody else is whatever. Let's go. I hope I have the right room selected, by the way. I didn't really pay attention to that. We did. Good. We gotta get off the taunts. She doesn't have a... She has Thunderbolt's Claw, not a... She has a mortal weapon kill shot, not a mortal X-Men. So we gotta do some more damage. We don't want to kill him until we blast off, so we're gonna make sure we play the smart. Let's go there. That's 3. We're gonna get off of him now before we make him dead. Let's work on this guy. So we want to make sure he dies. We're at 5. So help us get back to Blastar. Blastar's ready to blast off. We blast off. I stopped trying to make Thunderbolts a thing. Yeah, Thunderbolts I need to stop making a thing. Like, I use them occasionally and they do great. Like, they do great into, like, old Sinister 6. They do great into a couple matchups. They obviously don't do great into zombies. We live and we learn. So I won't do that again. They do great in old stuff. I don't think Lady Bullseye leveled up the Thunderbolts team. I said that from the get-go. So I don't think that changed anything. I think Lady Bullseye plays with Songbird pretty often, but I think that's all she does. I don't think the actual Thunderbolts themselves make that team better. The only thing that really helped with gaining the Thunderbolts tag is it makes it so like new players don't have to level up Ghost, which I do think is a benefit. So that's nice for them. We'll sit here and pause for 18 years because pause is back in the game. We hit for, looks like 20 million across the board, so I'm not worried about things being live. The revive once. Does that go off from that guy with the pause? Am I throwing? Yeah, pause works again. No, he shouldn't revive because he's gonna get perma-killed. He's getting perma-killed. He's fine. I think the Immortal Weapon team's gonna be. It's not gonna be an amazing team. It's going to be filler, and we need filler. Our filler stinks. Like a lot of like even now, when I see people's war defenses and things, they have like a Bozo Thunderbolts team on defense. And is the Immortal Weapon team better than Bozo Thunderbolts? Yes, 100%. I do think that it levels up a little bit there. So, is the team going to be top tier? Nah, but it's probably good enough. So I'm not really that upset. Also, my counter that I was using to one-shot Brimstone no longer works with Brimstone at Purple ISO 5. Daemon just does too much damage and murders everything. So, yeah, about that hidden overpower. I think it's there. It's interesting from Purple 5 or Purple 4 to Purple 5 how much more damage they got. If passive makes the team interesting as long as he keeps charges. Yeah, but the problem is like you can steal charges pretty easy, and you can get rid of the safeguard pretty easy, which makes me think that the team's gonna kind of fall apart. But it might at least like force some good pieces into them, which is good enough to be like the worst defense team on the board. You know, I think that's okay. You know, if you're pulling some okay pieces and and it at least messes up some other like situations, that's fine, right? It doesn't have to beat stuff if it's pulling good pieces off the board. You know, that at that point it's just a resource management, which some of the teams that we had on defense just didn't do that. They just kind of Bozo team number 6 came in there and beat your defense number 10. See you guys. Everybody dies. Phoenix respawns. Iron Patriot gets murdered. Blastar's a pretty good character. So we're gonna Fantastic Four this. And we're gonna bring Black Cat to deal with the zombie, so he doesn't have the revive once. And I want to bring a speed up character, so I'm thinking Nightcrawler, so that I can go deal with Daemon. That should let me deal with Daemon, in theory. Where's my Nightcrawler? Is Nightcrawler on defense? Oh, he is. Oh no. Nightcrawler's on defense. Do I have another solution? Make him dead? Can I make him dead? I have Pav, and I can assist them into oblivion. Can I make him dead? They don't get speed stat. I get speed stat. I go first. I think I'm overthinking this. I'm kind of leaning towards Johnny and just make them dead. I am actually thinking that. Yo-Yo's gone. Johnny's available, though. Once I figure out where he is. I would like some strikers, but I may not. I have to switch people? That's annoying. Oh, Thing would work. He didn't make them all. We still have to bring her. Is Thing better than Johnny? Maybe? Nah. I think we can kill him. I mean, they don't have any buffs. It's just do damage. I think we can just kill him. We're going for it. Let's just murder people. Can't believe I lost to the zombie room. I'm kind of annoyed by that. That's my fault. Die, dude. All of you die. She's the next one that wants to go. Also die. Thank you. You've got the most hit points. Die. Overthought. Let's... F4 is kind of good. My options for killing this is kind of annoying. I've got Quasar. I've got a Vigilante team, but I know Vigilante's not great in this matchup. I've got... like, nothing after that. Because I kind of threw. Sinister Six is gone. Sidious is gone. Cabal's gone. Immortal or Illuminati is full team? Do I have Illuminati? I have a full Illuminati team. That might be the best option as far as what I have. Take these three and Quasar. That's kind of looking like a team. I have a Liberty team, but I don't think they're better. Monkey should stop zombie armies. Actually, I don't think he does. He might. I'm not sure. I think he stops to revive once, not the actual revive. Yeah, that's kind of nice. And who's a good last character? We have another damage dealer. Blade? Blade does stuff. Something like that. Blade does stuff. Man, the Night Stalker's team probably would have been way better than what I took in here. Oh, why did we use Thunderbolts? Mistakes were made. Freaking new characters. Let's do damage. Let's do more damage. Thank you. Jug's perma-killed, but he's gonna revive from Witch. If we let him. So let's deal with Witch. Let's just smash. Smash! Get off my field. Need to deal with Hela. Hela's almost dead. Except she's healing like a champ. Look at Hela go. Excuse you? Go away, Hela. Thank you. Zombie Kestrel's on special, so she's gonna AoE here in a second, if we let her. Let's deal with her. And we just got some Gregs to kill. Hela might need to be a healer these days, especially for if she's defense Hela. And yeah, Hela kind of slaps these days. She's really good. Because Hela kind of just stands there anyway, so Hela healing more is not a bad thing. So we screwed up. We dropped one attack. We'll see if our friend's attacked. It looks like he hasn't. But I feel like I have way more on defense than he did, so hopefully it's fine. Even though we dropped one. We shouldn't have dropped any. It was 100% a mistake. I said, oh, we'll be fine. We can totally throw Thunderbolts at this. You use her and Zombie Kestrel on Phoenix Force, and she's literally won 2 matches already. Well, that's good to hear, Purple Brown, because I also have them with Phoenix Force. I have them with Leader and Phoenix Force. Hoping that that's going to catch a win. Or at least cause some extra turns. Yeah, the extra taunts are nice. Leader is buffing Greg and buffing Fred. I think it's got potential. You have them with Quasar in Room 5. That makes sense. So now they have taunt and immunity. Seems pretty good. So yeah, it seems like we have some similar ideas. So hopefully that works. And I'm pretty loaded compared to that guy. He's gonna have to commit some stuff. So I don't think I got a chance that I'm completely winning, like losing here for dropping one attack. I shouldn't have dropped any because it was just a flat up bad decision. But I'm okay with it. You know, we learn. We live and we learn. I wanted to use Lady Bullseye. We used her. It didn't work out in our favor. It's fine. Everything else we did, we felt good about. 2020, great. 1823, perfect, fine. 1626, good enough. 2027, great. And 1314 for against the Blaster team, or it seems fine. You know, it's still an okay score. So we'll go with it. You know, he's got the opportunity to win, but he's got to figure out some rooms, including dealing with New Blue Marvel, which I don't think is a guarantee that anybody knows what to do against him. This guy is not logged in, I don't think. He logged in, but I don't know if he's logged in since. Hour 16. We'll go ahead and reset, see if he's looked in anything. Take a look. I mean, overall, I'm not upset with that. I had fun. I was hoping we'd find a little more tougher defense, but it's a step in the right direction. I also, you know, want to see what other people do with Blue Marvels. I'm curious to see what everybody does this weekend, especially the guys that like upgraded Blue Marvel and Purple Forward. Like, how big is their roster? How tough is Purple 4 and 5 kind of playing out to be? Those are kind of the questions I have right now. Also, does Thunderstrike make a difference, or is he kind of just sit on the sideline until he gets bigger? I have a feeling he's sit on the sideline right now. Is kind of what I think. I have a feeling a lot of people will try to put him with Blastar, and it may not work in their favor. Because I don't think Blue Marvel or Thunderstrike really levels up Blastar into the matchups he already does. I think he just enables other matchups. Is kind of my opinion on him so far. Right, Blaster has a default win against Phoenix Force. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it. Demented, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. He's got an auto win against Phoenix Force, and I don't think Thunderstrike goes in that auto win setup. So, do we really want Blastar going into a Cursed or anything else? Like, I don't think so. That's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I can't do my raids yet, which is why I didn't have Thunderstrike yet. I don't think it makes a difference. Collect some energy, sure. No. this guy is not planned his defense yet. I'm sure he's going to take a minute. I apologize, guys. You're going to have to wait until tomorrow to see the results. We'll hopefully have some results for you on what happens and how it plays out. I hope it's at least interesting. I think that's kind of it for today, unless you guys have any questions or anything going on. We'll go find you another place to go hang out. So let's go over to Twitch, find a place to hang out. If you guys haven't, I would appreciate it if you followed the channel. That way you guys can come hang out next time we could do something, and we'll just have some fun. Who we got online that's doing Crucible? Oh, Manfetti. Let's go hang out with Manfetti. I haven't seen Manfetti doing Crucible in a long time. Let's go say hi to Manfetti. Let's see how his Crucible goes. Thank you guys for stopping in. We'll see you tomorrow.